everybody took part in making sure that you are living a sustainable life.
Sustainable leadership is the fact that you're not only looking at your own generation.
Youth need to be active.
I've learned that there's so many opportunities out there.
You should not create followers as a leader, but you should create a platform.
Write your own story. I am the change.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're watching me for the first time, my name is Valentine Mukeni, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for subscribing to my content and actually liking and sharing. So today I'm at Mpesa Foundation Academy and I feel so beautiful. That's not the point. Anyway, so we are here for Alumni Leadership Conference where keynote speakers are invited to speak to us on matters pertaining leadership and sustainability for future. I'm a sustainability enthusiast and I'm just so excited because I've gotten to interact and I've heard from the horse's mouth about what we need to do.
I have what? And if you have a dream, if you really have a dream, then you continually work out to.
Guys, this is the second day of Alumni Leadership Conference, and as you've heard, the theme is sustainable leadership. And so far, there are some things that are planned. Now that we're learning about youth advocacy and also growing into potential leadership, one thing that stands so well for me is the ability to lead, starting with yourself. You know what I mean? Like when you are able to organize yourself, where you go, what you do, and also being intentional with the things that you do. And through that, you're able to, if you can lead yourself, you're able to lead other people. You have the confidence to lead yourself and the people around you. Because if you're going to lead people, you want people to listen to you. And you have to lead by example. You need to lead from the front. And if at all you're leading from within, you also have to have your values that you shouldn't compromise, and that's a very important aspect. Another thing as a person is do not despise the humble beginnings. If you have that thing that really makes you sad, or there's something that's happening in the society or an itchy part, you want to speak out. And in the beginning, things are always not easy. You'll have to face challenges here and there. Do not underestimate the humble beginnings. Whether you're starting alone, you're starting as a group, do not underestimate the humble beginnings. And also, embrace failure, because failure is part of progress. And as you know, this life is a journey whereby you fail, you rise up once you fail. And that's life, because when you fail, you're able to know why this happened, how can I do it better, and through that you're making your journey to be something worth it at the end of it all. So I just hope that you guys have learned something from me. So I'm studying here with one of the alumni of Mpesa Foundation Academy. We're just having a chat. What's your name?
My name is Ivy Waikwa. I'm a student at Siemens University in Massachusetts, Boston, and I'm doing a major in psychology. Looking forward to going into medical school.
Oh, that's nice. Ivy, nice to meet you, and thank you so much for accepting my request to take part in this interview. And I have one or two questions for you. Today is the second day of the Alumni Leadership Conference, and as you know, the theme is sustainable leadership. What is one key takeaway?
What I can say is that I took away so many things, but the one main point that I'm going to apply in my life is that I don't have to wait until I'm 50 years old to be a CEO. I can start leading in my own school, in my own club right now, and then that's how I develop skills to become a CEO in the future.
Yeah. And could you talk a little bit of youth advocacy?
Yes. So as a youth, I feel like I'm not represented, and that is the feeling of so many youths in the country right now. Yet so many youths don't even vote, and they expect to be represented by people they have not even put in the government. So what I can say is that youths need to be active, especially when it comes to voting, so that they can put leaders that they want in the government.
That's so true. Thank you so much, and I hope you're going to take part in making decisions as a youth, and also mobilize other youths, and also be able to apply what you've learned so far and what you'll be learning throughout the conference. Hello, Joyce Nyawera. Nice to see you. How are you?
I'm really fine, Valentine.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I last saw you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to my interview. And I just want to ask you, how do you feel after many years of leaving this high school and now you're back to our second home?
It feels so good to come back and reunite with my fellow, my fellow classmates. It's nice to come back to my alma mater in high school, Mpesa Foundation Academy. It's just nice to see how it's grown.
Yeah?
And to even see how people have grown, they've even changed for the better, and even to see how people have gotten different perspectives of life.
What is one thing that you can tell the world now that you have more knowledge on sustainable leadership?
So during the conference, we've had a lot of talk on sustainable leadership, especially with young people. And what I love about sustainable leadership is the fact that you're not only looking at your own generation, you're looking at generations and generations to come. You're looking at platforms that would empower other people who would come before, after you, and even others that you can't even comprehend. Getting to learn from insightful people who have made it in different platforms of their lives.
Yes.
Is really a great opportunity and a privilege to get from this alumni meeting.
Thank you so much for taking part in this, and I appreciate so much.
Welcome.
About sustainability is the same as leadership. You don't need to own a company, you don't need to be a CEO of a certain company or an organization for you to live sustainable life. You start from things like sustainable dressing. You put on clothes that you can reuse for few years. And then also there is eating, where eating, make sure you finish your food, and also making use of reusable water bottles other than going to the shop and buying plastic water bottles, because plastic has accumulated in the ocean. Marine life is affected, the terrestrial life is affected by the microplastic and plastic. So it's very important if you know these things about sustainability. So that's one thing that I learned. So guys, please make sure you have a water bottle to just reduce the use of plastic. I'm very happy that in Kenya we have banned use of plastic bags, plastic paper. At least we are trying to do something. So just imagine if everybody took part in making sure that we are living a sustainable life, then our future generation will be happy and the world will be a better place.
I'm Derek. I'm an alumni of Mpesa Foundation Academy, and I've just recently graduated from the International University Pathways College. I'm looking forward to joining a tertiary institution either outside the country or inside the country, and I hope to continue with my education further.
Hello, Derek. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for accepting to take part in my interview. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling quite great. I can't wait for today and learn much more.
Yeah, and now today is the end of the alumni conference. How do you feel about the few days you've been here? What are the things that you've learned so far?
The few days that we've been through the alumni conference have been quite enlightening to me. Day one, it was all about introduction and sustainable leadership, and what I took from that day was that in as much as I thought I was a leader, there are some elements of leadership that I still need to nurture, such as the sustainability part of it,
Yes.
and the elements of a good leader, which are not really there for many leaders who are there today in the present.
Thank you so much. And what is one thing that you're going to take away from this conference? Like, what is one thing that you'd also like to share to the world?
There are quite a lot of things that I've taken out of this conference,
Sure.
but one which stuck by me was that I am the change. I am the missing part. I'm the person who can be that one person who will make a big difference in the world and who will make a big impact on it. And by the end of my life, I want to have someone to remember me for all the good things that I've done and the positive impact I've left on the society. And for all those who weren't able to come to the conference, I would still want you to like get that out of the conference today. Like you are the missing part, and you are the one who is going to make a difference in the world.
Wow. Thank you so much. And have a lovely day.
You too.
My name is Caleb Kipkiroi, and I'm a student at Auburn University in the United States, and I'll be starting my junior year this fall, and I'm taking a course in apparel design and merchandising.
Hello, Caleb. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you feeling?
I am feeling amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now that we've come to the end of annual Alumni Leadership Conference, what is one key take home?
I have learned that there's so many opportunities out there. It's just a matter of, you as a person taking a step further as compared to other people and taking the opportunity and making a change in your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for accepting my request to take part in my interview. And I want to wish you all the best, and I hope you live to utilize the opportunity, grab the opportunities that you find your way, and all the best.
Thank you so much.
All
the
right.
best as well.
Thank you.
I just came across this beautiful girl and requested her for an interview, and I'm glad to do it. She accepted it, and I'm so happy. I know we had a tight schedule and everybody was busy, but thank you so much. You expect some background noise. I'm really trying to reduce it. It's not working, but I hope you're going to learn something from her. I'm Nelly Karumo, an Mpesa Foundation Academy alumni, studying nursing at Kabarak University.
Hello, Neri. Nice to meet you. How are you feeling? We are done with the 3-day alumni conference. What's your key takeout?
The main theme was about sustainable leadership and how do you come out to be a good leader. And mainly what I picked about that in the topic, to be a leader,
Yes.
it doesn't mean that you should learn how to lead others, but first you need to learn about to lead yourself.
Yes.
And know the right path, and also practice integrity when no one is watching. And so you should not create followers as a leader, but you should create a platform where those leaders that you are mentoring have that leadership skills and learn to be a good leader.
Thank you so much for taking part in this. I really appreciate, and I also hope that you're going to make use of the things that you've learned from this leadership conference. Please make sure you make a change in your community, okay? We should be the change that we want to see around us. All right. Thank you. Just bumped into these guys. These are my former classmates. This is the last day of the 3-day alumni leadership conference that we made. How do you feel?
I feel happy, although a bit sad because we will depart ways, because it's the final day, maybe next year we'll be not together. What do you think, Alexander?
Actually, I'm happy. I'm happy that I met many of my friends. But the sad thing is I'll be leaving tomorrow, and we'll all be going our separate ways. So, yeah, nyama choma lazima tutakula.
Nyama choma lazima tukule.
Kabisa bila FA.
Yeah, kabili yako.
Yeah, Alexander.
What is one thing that you have learned that you want to tell them about?
Well, it's something Albert always tells me, take risk. Anyway, I'm not a risk taker. So, from now, I hope I'm taking a few more risks than I used to.
And Ahmed, what have you learned? One thing that you would like to tell the person watching this?
Write your own story.
Write your own story.
You write of your own story, because people are different. You'll never be the same. It's me. Look like me, who is big like where I go. So we are unique in our own ways. always taking responsibilities. Yes. Yeah.
And that we should the drivers of our own destiny. Yeah? So I'll wrap up with this, guys, and that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you've learned a lot from my fellow Mpesa Foundation Academy alumni students. And till another time,
Subscribe,
bye.
subscribe, subscribe,
Like,
subscribe.